Amanda, and I'm in my basement. This is my live. I think today is day 16. I actually have to go back and check because if not, I'm going to have to fix it. But I wanted to talk to you guys about the power of a decision. Hi, Corey. How are you today? Do, 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 do. I don't even know what song that is. Hello, Mr. Smith. How are you? It's funny because I have a purpose to this madness that I have above my head. And I love the fact that this is here because I didn't even know that this emoji existed. Look at my head. I know you have one too. Hi, Becca. How are you guys today?
Why do I have this?
Because I have a filter on it. Do you want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Why are you so out of breath? Because you've been playing? Oh, she's so cute. Okay. Let's talk about the power of a decision. When we cannot make a decision, when there is so much going on in our head, this is essentially what our brain is doing. Like literally cannot settle down. Cannot get its thoughts together. Cannot have this understanding about where we're going or what we're doing. Don't let her downstairs, okay? Dixie is like in a mad craze right now. You guys might be able to hear her upstairs. She's chasing a bottle around. Hello, Camille. How are you? So when we cannot make a decision, then our mind is like crazy. Crazy. So say you know you want to do something, right? Like say you know you want to start a college course, or say you know you want to take some sort of group class, or say you want to start a business, or say you want to say no to something. You just can't. This is what it's like. Like your brain is like constantly giving you all these reasons. We call this ego. We call this, there's just a ton of different names for it. But it really does create chaos. It creates chaos in our mind. And this is such a good visual. I'm so glad that they have this thing up here. Because if I am speaking to you, but I have all this stuff going on in my brain, what I'm saying to you isn't giving you the right energy, right? So the power of a decision comes from settling the madness. It comes from letting go of the crazy thoughts. And when I heard this, and I can't even remember, I wish I could give him credit because I just can't remember, but people who make decisions quickly are very successful. They make their minds up quickly and they change their mind slowly. Okay. This is one of the best things I was ever taught. So if you can make a decision and you can make a decision fast, you will likely have more success than someone who takes a very long time to make a decision. So you could talk about something as silly as what's for dinner. Well, by the time you're done making a decision, and bless my husband, I love him to pieces, and he's pretty successful in what he does in the oil field, but it takes him forever to make decisions, and it drives me crazy because I'm a very quick decision maker. Like, yeah, tacos sound great for dinner. Let's do it. They'll be fabulous. Or, sure, let's go on that trip. Let's just do it. We'll figure it out as we go. But when you can make up your mind quickly, then it kind of settles the thoughts, right? Because you've made the decision. Now you have a focus. Now you can start to do the to-do list. You can start to go to work on this decision. And that's what I love about when we actually can calm the mind. And I have not been calm for like the last 2 weeks. I have not had a calm mind. Matter of fact, I was going nuts because my mind and my thoughts were all over the place. But once I kind of like verbally processed, I journaled, I got into a state of gratitude, I released some of the things that I was thinking, all of a sudden I made decisions, right? Like I'm starting a gratitude workshop. It'll be the first week of August. I'm going to do it on Saturday. It'll be 3 different Saturdays. It'll be recorded. It's on a Zoom. We're going to talk about gratitude. We're going to go in, and this is going to help me get my master's. So I'm going to do it for $50. But if you watch this live and you want to get in on it, I will give you it off. We'll do $33. So $33 for anybody that watches this live. I just want you to type hashtag 33. And you can do numbers, you could do whatever. But if you want to get in and start changing your mind with gratitude, I will go through and we will talk about the absolute steps. There's a couple different books that changed my life when it came to gratitude. The Magic by Rhonda Burns and Flip the Gratitude Switch by Kevin Clayson. And those books are incredible. Hello, Miss Kayla. How are you? Oh, I love energy shifts. It's so cool. So if you want to get on I will put up a link. It'll be on my website. The amazing Christy Perkins. Gosh, she's incredible, you guys. If you need a website, I'm telling you, she's amazing. And there'll be a link on my website to sign up for it. There'll also be a code if you are getting it for the $33. I'll go through and make sure that each person that posts $33. Hello, Sarah. That gratitude workshop is going to be amazing. So say you've never taken a workshop. This is I've never hosted a workshop all by myself. I've spoken at many, I've taken many, but this is for my master's degree, you guys. And then after my master's, I'm going for my doctorates. What in the world? I literally never in a million years thought that I would be like educated in this. Yes, so I'm doing a gratitude workshop. It's going to be the first week of August. We're going to do it on Saturday for 3 consecutive Saturdays. It will be over Zoom. It'll be recorded. So anybody who watches this live and puts hashtag 33 in the comments will get it for $33 instead of $50. And that's what I'm going to do because for one, I love the number 33. I wish I had my little book down here. I don't have it down here. Gosh, I'm all over the place, you guys. The organization is going to be my word of 2019. Like, I'm not even kidding. But this course is going to be amazing, and it's going to be a great way to start. So what I wanted to come in here and talk to you about was making decisions. It is super difficult to make a decision. If I see the number 33 one more time, I don't know what I'm going to do. It means that you have ascended masters and you have guides and you are on the right track. Like, you're being guided, right? You're being nudged, you're being pushed. The number 22 is you're on the right track. The number 44 is all about angels, right? The number 55 is all about I think it's like ascended masters and making decisions and changing your life, right? Like, there's so many different, if you don't know about Angel Numbers by Doreen Virtue, she has an app that is amazing. I don't know if it's updated with the new iOS update, but she has a little book. It's only like $9 on Amazon. It's super good. So that's what I'm doing for this. But when you can make a decision, right? Like, I made a decision. I've actually made a ton of decisions in my life. So have we all. But some of the decisions that have affected me profoundly was in October when I hired a mentor, and I went through that whole adventure of having it traumatized me essentially, right? And I had to learn and get my own power back. And you know, we all have situations that happen to us. And then in January was when I made the decision that I was going to give it my all in my last network marketing company. Did that until the end of March, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. This isn't in my box. This isn't fitting me anymore. And so April 20th, which I think is hilarious now when I look back, April 20th is a very powerful like vortex day, which, you know, anybody who knows about 420, you know, there's all kinds of stuff with that, but not in that sense for me. But when we make decisions, our lives propel in ways that we didn't even know that they could propel. And you can look at this like, have you ever thought about making a decision and then you decide, we're just going to play this out, and then your life kind of seems to unravel? It's not that you made the wrong decision or a bad decision, but when you make a decision and you know you should make it and then you don't, it's almost like the universe says, see, I kind of told you, like, you probably should have just stepped outside your comfort zone or said yes one more time or went out there and did what you were supposed to do, because then you're rewarded, right? Like, when you step out and you get over fear and you like propel yourself into a comfort zone that is not comfortable anymore, things start to happen. The universe opens up doors for you. And when you walk in faith that everything is going to work out, pretty soon things start to come in, right? Like, some of the things that I have walked through, I didn't know that I was going to walk through this. I had no idea that this was going to hit me. I had no idea it was going to derail me. I had no idea I was going to end up holding myself back. I had no idea that I would end up losing so much weight, right? Like, there were so many things, but the good is always there. The positive is always there. Whether you didn't make that decision and you knew you could, it's just a lesson. It's just an experience. It's just another way for you to get the information that you need to change it around the next time, right? We see this happen to people all the time. They move somewhere, right? Like they sell their house, sell their stuff, and then they move, and they end up having this incredible revelation. Like almost like this enlightening experience. And I always go back to the movie Eat, Pray, Love, when she had a situation come upon her, and then she made a decision, ended up being the best decision. She went through all kinds of struggle and trials and heartache and trying to find herself and all this stuff. And then at the end of the movie, of course, she ends up finding her dream man, and he's hot and sexy and has this amazing experience and gets all these friends, right? Like, so everything we do is helping us propel ourselves to the next place, but we have to make a decision. And so when I made the decision in April, it propelled my life. And some of it I have actually held myself back a little bit. So some of the things that I was going to do, say in July, have actually been held and pushed off until November. Which I look at that and I'm like, okay, why am I pushing this further and further away? Like, what am I doing to create this situation where I have to wait for this, or I have to kind of spread things a little bit thinner, or, you know, kind of be patient? Well, in this mode of patience, right, in this place of the abyss or the null, or a place where you don't feel like things are moving, it's because there's a decision that has to be made, right? Like, and for me, I had to make the decision that I was not going to hold myself back anymore. I was not going to keep myself in this little box anymore. And when I made that decision, it opened up, like, I cannot even tell you guys the amount of things that opened up for me, good and bad, positive and negative, black and white, right? Like, it was almost like Pandora's box just went, now you got to figure out all this stuff and work through it. And when we work through this stuff, that is when our lives start to change. When we work through it and we overcome it, it's almost like we start to separate the things that we need to keep and the things that we need to let go of. And we almost start to focus, and we start to see a path. And as long as you stay consistent after you've made a decision, once you stay consistent in that, the fruits of your labor will show up. They have to. It's a universal law. They have to show up for you, because you walked in faith, and then you walked through some of the things and the challenges that came and hit you. And even if you don't feel like right now it's working out for you, maybe you aren't as far along as you thought you were going to be. Maybe you have had to walk through some of the challenges. Maybe some of your lives got deleted on Facebook, right? But we have to realize that all of this stuff is happening to clear out old energy. And that brings me to my next point, because tomorrow, the 27th, it's a Friday, is a blood moon and an eclipse. And any of you guys that do not follow astrology, I don't care what religion you're in, pay attention to the world. On a blood moon, on a full eclipse, like on a partial eclipse like this, it's all about releasing and letting go and clearing out negative energy. Like, you can smudge, you can have, you know, full moon ceremonies, you could take a salt bath, you can get in some, you know, Epsom salt, you can get in some, like a bath with oil, you can journal, you can release some of the stuff that you've held on to. Watch what it does to your energy. Watch how it allows you to feel things you haven't felt before. Pay attention to how you feel tomorrow. Do you have this urge and this nudge to make a decision, or to release something, or to accept something that came into your space that you're ready to accept? Have you been thinking, like, this is another thing, is if you constantly have a thought and you're sabotaging that thought, that is like a saboteur energy that is coming in and keeping you from doing what you know you're supposed to do, right? Like, I know I'm supposed to go to the gym. I'm just supposed to go to the gym. Yes, I'll go to the gym. Tomorrow I'll go to the gym. Gosh, I should go to the gym. And then you don't go to the gym. You're sabotaging yourself, because that's something that you're being nudged to do. I should start my business. Can't do it. I should start my business. Don't have enough money. I should start a business. Nope, I couldn't get sponsors. I should start a business. Nope, that guy failed when he started his business. I should start a business. Nope, there's too many other people that have the same business. Yes, yoga. That is a perfect place to get your mind into a space. My kids and I did yoga this morning. It was so much fun. But it's a place for you to get your mind into a centered, quiet place where you can just kind of get rid of the outside noise, right? I kind of love this, because in the center of this is more calm and peaceful. It's more, you know, symmetrical. And then once you get out here, this design back behind me is kind of crazy and chaotic. It's still beautiful. But when we come back to center, and that's when we can actually listen to our intuition. We can listen to our heart. We can make decisions from a good place. Any decision you make in an emotional state, not such a great idea, right? Like if you're angry and you make a decision, it usually doesn't end up well. If you are emotional or you're hurt or you're sad or you're sick, any kind of things like that, making a decision is not so hot. But this energy is all about making decisions. It's about releasing, letting go, and creating what you want to intend for the next, like, forever. It's crazy. This energy that we're going through, it hasn't happened. It hasn't happened in like 28,000 years, or 2,800 years, 28,000 years. And it started, I was reading a whole bunch of stuff about the energy that shifted in 2012, and now it's just coming into play now. Like, it's so cool to see what's happening. So how many of you guys have a hard time making a decision, right? Like, it's tough to make a decision, especially if it's going to change your life, or if it's something really hard, like, you know, getting married, or leaving your husband of how many years, or quitting a job, or, you know, saying goodbye to some people that no longer serve you, whatever it is. Sometimes decisions are really tough. But that's when you have to become centered, and you have to become strong, and you have to make the decision. Don't make it for anyone else. That's the other point of this, is when you make a decision, make sure you're making that decision because it's exactly what you feel in your heart is the right thing for you to do. Because then no matter what comes in, you are still centered and strong in that decision, right? Like, you want to start a business, make sure you have a business plan, make sure you have some goals, make sure you have some intentions written down, because those are going to propel you when things get tough. Like, say you didn't get the paycheck that you were expecting, or say people didn't support you the way that they thought you thought that they were going to support you. You still can go back to, I made the right decision because I made it for the right reasons. And that will motivate and propel you. And then we always got to climb uphill, right? It's always tougher climbing uphill than it is with the view at the top. And then we got the downhill slope, and then there's another hill we got to climb. So this is all about making decisions today. So I hope you guys are having an incredible day. If you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay, I challenge you to pay attention to what you're being nudged to make a decision about. Because when you start to listen to who you really are and your heart, you can kind of shut down that outside noise, right? You can kind of bring things back into center. You can kind of start to listen to what your true heart desires without fear, without worry, without, you know, all of that stuff, right? Because the people that get what they want in this life, they make decisions. They go against the crowd. They do things because it fits in their life, in their soul, with who they are, right? So that's my live for the day. I hope you guys have an incredible day. I think it's day 16. I'm going to have to go back and look. But this MLA challenge has been absolutely incredible for me. It motivates me and it inspires me. And I'm going to do that gratitude workshop. So if you want to be part of that, hashtag 33 in the comments. You'll get it for $33 versus $50. And we are going to start that the first week of August, right before school starts for some of us. And it'll be just really good to get our mindsets in that state of feeling grateful.